King Charles is reportedly planning to sell 12 of his late mother's beloved racehorses. Winding down Queen Elizabeth's longtime racing operation is reportedly a part of his strategy to shake up the royal family to be more in touch with modern times. Watch the video above. Sweet moment: Queen's coffin passes by her favorite horse. For more royal family related news and videos, check out Royal Family. The decision has left royal fans divided. Some have agreed that running costs are too great, while others believe the Queen would have been upset by the decision. The 12 horses, a third of the racehorses that the late monarch had recently bred, are set to be sold later this month at Newmarket's Tattersall's. One of the horses is Just Fine, who on October 4 gave their new owner Charles his first win. Another is Love Affairs, who gave the Queen her final win, just 2 days before her death. The royal stud on Sandringham Estate is where Her Majesty bred her horses. Since its establishment in 1886, it has been influential in the development of national thoroughbred bloodstock. The royal stud could be a museum in 3 years. It would be a real shame, a source told the Daily Mail. Despite plans to scale back, the king reportedly still plans to hold on to his family's close connection to the racing industry. The desire is to continue with the traditions and connections with Royal Ascot, but not on the same scale as Her Majesty, because she had a passion, the source added. There are currently 60 horses at Sandringham, along with 38 brood mares. It is expected the royal stud would receive another 30 horses next year. The Queen had a lifelong love for horses and horse racing, riding her beloved Emma into her 90s. Since learning of Charles' reported plan with the Queen's horses, royal fans appear divided. I think our dear Queen Elizabeth would be most upset at King Charles selling off her thoroughbred racehorses. Her racing silk's so well known and respected, one tweeted. King Charles should keep the horses and maybe give the responsibility for them to Zara Phillips, the Queen's granddaughter, and/or Princess Anne. The Queen would be saddened, another suggested. But others agreed with the King's decision, believing he knows what is best. King Charles hasn't got to upkeep the horses just because his mother was passionate about it, one said. He has enough on his plate, wants to scale down, have less to manage, focus on being king. Another agreed, King Charles seems to be a great administrator who knows what is best. The late Queen knew a very great deal about horses, but apparently did not care much about the running costs of the whole operation. Loading tweet: shaking up the family. Other ways the new king is shaking up the family is reportedly by slimming down the number of senior working royals. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie could be stripped of their titles, according to royal commentator Hilary Fordwich. Unfortunately for Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, their father's conduct has had rather an adverse and actually disastrous impact on their royal futures, Fordwich said, referring to Prince Andrew's former friendship with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The princesses are most likely to become Lady Beatrice and Lady Eugenie, since their father, Prince Andrew's, sexual assault scandal has purportedly poured ruin on their chances of becoming working royals. Now, with King Charles III making British monarchy decisions, Charles is predicted to be making the use of titles more restrictive. Beatrice and Eugenie are not the only ones who may be impacted by Charles' plans for the future of the monarchy. Another royal expert has claimed there are heightening tensions between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Charles over whether their children will get royal titles. According to Roya Nikhaw, royal editor for The Times, Charles hasn't decided how Harry and Meghan's children will be addressed. As the siblings are now grandchildren of the monarch, they had been expected to receive prince and princess titles. But it appears the situation is still up in the air. For more engaging royal content, visit 7life on Facebook.